What up, y'all? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. And today, we got to talk about NBA free agency, y'all. We know y'all want our opinion on that. We're going to give y'all who we felt is doing the best so far and who is looking not so hot right now. And we're going to give y'all our top 5 tight ends going into next season. We're going to give y'all a little bit of Brianna's trivia next on Yeah, I Said It Sports. Subscribe, y'all. Please subscribe. And comment down below. Shit. Quit being shy. What up, family? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. What up, y'all? We back again. Me and the fellas. What up, fellas? What y'all doing?
Damn. What's up? All right.
Niggas is out here having a hard day. You know what I'm saying? They having hard days.
Not me.
Not me. I know it wasn't me saying damn, like, oh shit.
No.
But yeah, man, the sports world is going crazy. NBA free agency has been a wild ride. There's a lot of that has happened. Klay Thompson is no longer with the Golden State Warriors. He has chosen the Dallas Mavericks over the Los Angeles Lakers.
Hold on. Well, no, it's not over the Lakers. It's over the league.
He was down to the
them.
Mavs and the Lakers.
We didn't have no paperwork with him to say over the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
His daddy seems to disagree.
Okay, bro. All right. Did you not think you was gonna get Klay Thompson or not?
Are we diving in? Is that one of the questions of the night or something?
Listen, I'm just saying you butted in. You jumped in the shit. I'm trying to be honest.
You said let the jury hear.
You made it seem like it was inaccurate reporting, like he was inaccurate.
But we all know the two teams he was down to. But you act like we don't know who the two teams was down to. Everybody knows. If you look it up right now, you can Google this thing we call Google. It says Klay Thompson reportedly chooses the Mavericks over Lakers. NBA free agency. You can Google that now, and that's exactly what it's going to say.
This is the question, bro. Hold on.
I'm just reporting.
This is the question within the question.
Oh.
Why we didn't get motherfucking no superstar is the main question, but is it Rob Pelinka or is it LeBron James why Klay Thompson didn't come there? That's the question you should be asking.
Well, I mean, I easily know that answer, but
well, let's hear it then, bud.
We can come back. We can come back to that. We gotta
get. We gotta come around the corner again.
What you mean come around the corner? We all know that. Listen, we already had this conversation offline. And I've already said my piece. You weren't on there. So, Sean, I'm going to let this be known now. Rob Pelinka needs to be fired, and he should have been fired last year. But
wasn't conference finals? He developed a team the year before that mid-season.
Okay. Who signed? Because how many people do you feel like
Rob
Pelinka
like I said, the question
has brought to the Lakers?
Ain't no superstar signing with LeBron.
You're right. Ain't no superstar signing with LeBron. Just the one that's on the team right now. He wanted to play with LeBron, right?
We gave up our soul for AD.
Klay Thompson is not a superstar.
Not anymore.
And he still didn't come.
Exactly. Because y'all couldn't make it happen. The whole point of it is because y'all couldn't make it happen.
LeBron couldn't make it happen.
No, he's not the GM. Man. He not the GM. Your boy's the GM.
Listen.
Yeah,
it's just fit, man. He felt like
The Mavericks gave him the best chance. They got the
That's what
younger
I say.
roster.
Young
LA
roster.
offered him more money.
But he going to a tax-free state.
Exactly. His dad, Klay Thompson's dad, even said he pitched it for the Lakers. Like he was trying to get him to sign with LA. Man just said wasn't for him though. Ain't
It's not
nothing
for
wrong
me.
with that.
Exactly.
And it's also something to do. It's also something to say about not wanting to walk in your father's footsteps, even though if you grew up a Laker fan or you used to see your dad play for the Lakers or whatever the case may be. He might not just want to be with that period. Like, I don't want no parts of that. He might not want that. But the fact of the matter is, you didn't get it done. All I was going to go down a list of people, but since we here now, Rob Pelinka didn't get the job done yet again. LeBron said, I'm going to take a pay cut. You had ample opportunity and money because he said, I'm going to take a pay cut to sign whoever you said you wanted. And to this point, to what's today's date? The 2nd of July, he ain't did shit.
Hold on. Let me give you a quote. You keep on talking though, but I'm about to go to LeBron's Twitter page. When Klay signed with them, you know what LeBron said as soon as he got signed?
What did he say?
Is it me?
Is
LeBron
it me?
know he's a fucking problem, bro.
LeBron knows he's the
He
problem.
shared
Oh,
a
okay.
picture with him hanging his head down and said,
You're right, Sean. You're right. So go ahead and let him leave and go somewhere else because he's the problem.
Throwing all this blame at Rob then. This nigga just said, is it me?
Is it me? Did I do something?
He taking accountability.
Right.
This is what you're supposed to do in AA class. He stood up and said, hey, y'all, I want the ball. I'm a ball hog. I'm that nigga. I'm the king.
That is
Want
not what
everybody to
he
bow down
said.
on the team.
Oh, there's a
That is
discrepancy.
not
we
what the
got
man
conflicting
said.
There's a
stories.
discrepancy.
No,
I ain't seen
I'm
the Twitter.
talking about he said I saw the tweet, but that's not
Right.
what he said. He a ball hog and all of this.
I
man.
didn't say
Come
he said
on,
that part. That was my addition. He just
Bruh,
said
LeBron.
That's not hate LeBron talk.
LeBron don't sign nobody checks, bro. He has never signed nobody check that he ever played beside. He done played beside stars on
I'm gonna
every
let you get
team.
this off, and then I got something to say about that one.
All right. And I'm going to also say, did you not forget? These niggas at one point was seriously had NBA beef, nigga. Like, Klay Thompson might not necessarily want to play with LeBron. He called LeBron a bitch, and then LeBron dropped the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history on his head, nigga. All that shit could go into that shit, bro. Everybody ain't gonna want to play with this nigga. Everybody ain't want to play with Kobe.
Hey, that's my point. I totally agree. Chris initiated that Klay chose Dallas over LA.
He did.
Hold on. But to say all that, Chris also added on that LeBron basically was waiting to sign his contract to see who they was gonna get. So even though Klay is a little piece of this free agency, there was several other free agents we still didn't sign. And LeBron, what I was thinking, when he's seeing all these motherfuckers going everywhere all over the world, over the United States, then LeBron say, hey, is it me? That's all I'm saying. Because I'm looking at it like, damn, is it you, LeBron?
But he also came out publicly and said he would take less money.
That was before. That was before the tweet, though.
Exactly.
I know, but that's
and
him
nobody
saying
still
like
sign. So is it you?
That don't make it him necessarily.
That's called self-evaluation, though, bro. When you saying
dudes is going there looking at fit too.
I get that 100%. But that's what I'm saying. He asking, is it me? Because if the game was fitted, let's just talk about the Lakers. If it was fitted just for AD, that's a good style for Klay. You know what I'm saying? Because that would give Klay just pass the ball, spot, and shoot. But the whole team is not around AD still. It's 50-50 ball. So a lot of guys, like you said, Darius, which I 100% agree with, a lot of guys ain't picking the Lakers because it don't fit them.
And I don't think it's
Chris, I
necessarily.
agree. You know, non-top tax state in Texas, I get that 100%. But again, when a guy taking self-evaluation, like, bro, is it me? Niggas ain't coming. That makes me raise the eyebrow too.
Once again, and I don't think it's all him. Everybody they've been trying to get is a guard, and this nigga D-Lo just opted into his contract.
I mean, he was supposed to do that. I would have did the shit too.
Exactly. So that creates a problem because this nigga want to take 15 shots a game. So now you talking about at that point, you got LeBron, who I believe can adjust. You got AD, you got D-Lo, you got Austin Reeves, and you got Klay.
You still got two niggas on Dallas team that's gonna throw the ball up 25 times a game.
But they just got rid of Tim Hardaway, which is their sixth man.
Man, we ain't not, that's a non-factor, like old girls say. What are they?
How?
How? They just lost a couple of their players in order to go ahead and grab.
What did Tim Hardaway do in the playoffs?
Nothing.
He didn't do anything in the playoffs, but he was averaging like 16 points a game.
Coming
he was
off
the
an
sixth
injury.
man.
Like, he was injured.
Yeah, he was the sixth man.
You
would definitely rather have.
That's a good fit for Klay. What I'm saying is, all the other guys, even KCP. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of guard play, but even Drummond didn't even want to come back. We ain't saying nobody, bro.
Y'all didn't want him to come back. What do you mean? Listen to
the fuck Klay. Fuck Klay. Nobody. No, we got Max Christie, who is already on the team. I'm talking about somebody with a New Jersey besides our draft pick.
Guess what?
Nobody.
I don't see where.
Guess what? You talking about Max Christie, your team chose to re-sign him instead of getting rid of him before Klay or any of them dudes went off. The Lakers chose to re-sign him.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at LeBron either. All I'm saying, all this to say is, during the whole free agency period, ain't shit happened. At the end of the day, we can't just be pointing fingers. We gotta really say who's to blame. When a motherfucker raising their hand and say, "Hey, is it me?" It makes me think like, "Damn, nigga, is it you?" That's like somebody farted in the car and it's the dude in the back snickering. Nigga, I'm looking at you. LeBron in the back corner farting. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't signing nobody check, bro.
It ain't his fucking job. Yeah. It's Rob's job.
So what it is, it's just like how I see with the Bengals, bro. I mean, we gave Joe all that money, the dominoes fall. Even though he said he waiting on his bread, at the end of the day, that nigga gonna get about $45 to $50 million easy. You got. I mean, we could only get motherfucking backup dancers. We couldn't get no Paul George.
Nigga,
so they could only get backup.
The nigga said, "I'm gonna take a pay cut." Which means he gave you room. Wait a minute. I'll let you get your shit off. Let me get my shit off real quick.
I know this nigga, go ahead and say
this nigga said, "I will take a pay cut." Before free agency started, I'm gonna take a pay cut. He let everybody be knowing. I'll take a pay cut. I need to grab Klay. When free agency started, he called Klay. Like, "Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I love to have you on my squad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a pay cut. Come on over here with us."
LeBron called Klay?
Yes.
And what jersey he got on?
Yes, he did.
And what jersey do he got on?
He got on the Mavs jersey. But
he said, "Fuck you, LeBron."
But wait a minute.
But if the man would,
whose job is that? Whose job is to get him to not say "fuck LeBron"?
Bro, come on, see, like that's what I'm saying.
Come on,
2 years ago, you was happy about the buddy home.
I'm trying to bring it home.
When LeBron,
I'm trying to bring you home in the home plate.
So you can
say what it is. Say what it is. It's Rob's job, bro. And he not doing it.
So is that supposed to be like a subtle LeBron? You know how he always do the subtle road. It's him saying, "Is it me?" Supposed to be talking about Rob.
No.
I don't think so. I think
is he really just saying, is
I
it
think
me?
he's really like, but
nobody
damn,
want to come play with me?
is it something? Is it me? Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
he
I feel like
he
he
gotta
meant it like
understand.
that.
Yeah, I think that, and he got to understand. A lot of niggas don't like you, Brian. Especially if you done something to them.
That's
Like
all I was trying
a
to
lot of
tell
niggas just
you.
don't like you. But that's fine. And that's okay.
That's what I
But
was saying about the Klay thing. That's why I said I agree with what Darius is saying.
Yeah.
Them niggas beefing. You still call me? Come on, man. That's some bitch ass nigga shit for one. But you gonna call me knowing you
But
we
but
had words.
this is what I'm
Brian, he
saying.
don't give a
This
fuck
is
I
about
mean,
that. I
that
want
was
to
a
win.
long
this
time
is
ago, bro. But you don't know how he
but
feel
this
about
is
that.
what
He
I'm
might not
saying.
want to join
Yeah.
LeBron.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is what I'm
That's
saying.
exactly.
But listen, outside of Klay, the moves that the Lakers made affects what other people want to do. Because y'all are
Trash.
looking for guard type players. But then you go and you just re-sign Max Christie. And then D'Lo opts in. What guard is gonna want to come there?
I honestly think
we gonna get
D'Lo is
Buddy
the one
Hield.
that threw it off. Like, I think D'Lo is the one that kind of
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
whacked everything out.
And at the same time, I agree with everything you guys have just said. But at the same time, who signed D'Lo to that contract, Sean?
Rob Pelinka.
Rob, I'll tell you. Rob signed him to that. Who gave him the player option in that said contract? Rob gave him that player option to be able to go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and opt into this 15 million or whatever the hell it was. That's his
I'm gonna let
fault.
you get this off as soon as you're
These
done.
are his moves. His moves. His moves. If you want to say part of this is LeBron's fault, cool. LeBron's move was give me AD, right? His other move, which was a bad move, give me Russ. All right, I'm gonna let you have everything else. So he brings in all these other pieces that just, quite frankly, for the most part, don't work.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't say the good and the bad. You only say one side of the story. You only saying one side of the story. If LeBron could pull off all these moves, 2 years ago and the year before that, why he couldn't do no move this summer? That's what I'm saying. Don't give no credit.
My thing is, y'all just keep saying LeBron. LeBron is doing what every star player on every team does. They gonna ask his input, and if he can try to get somebody, that's what he gonna try to do. The same thing LeBron tried to get people to come.
And then when motherfuckers ain't fucking with you, they just ain't fucking with you.
But hold on, Sean. Guess what? Kyrie and all of them also talked to Klay. Klay talked to 3 teams. Period. All of these dudes talk to multiple teams, bro. Period. Like, that's what a star player's supposed to do. So we just gonna go to every team and be like, oh, you the reason this nigga didn't come.
Nope.
He made a choice. It was the right choice. Their team just came out the finals.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff that happened, y'all just wouldn't have been able to pull up. Who y'all didn't get that you feel like could have went good with y'all besides Klay?
You gonna say PG? Can't say PG
because you
just didn't have the money to afford PG.
Because you couldn't get off of the contract.
That's what I'm saying. Like, PG wanted that bread, bro. Like,
he wanted that bread.
He wanted that bread,
and he wanted 4 years. And this nigga 34 years old.
Yep.
He ain't young either, man. Like,
nope.
I don't know what they were swinging for, but they definitely didn't get it.
No. But the whole thing of it is, to me, I'm not saying that LeBron don't make moves or bring people in that it always goes right, because it don't. But more likely than not, he done have some things go right. What I'm saying is, you bring me Rob's moves that you was like, man.
Listen, as a general manager, this is what I'm saying. As a general manager, am I 100% liking what Rob do? No, but like you were saying about the D'Lo thing, who was our point guards before D'Lo, bro, got there? Nobody. We had trash. We had to blow up the whole team to get AD. The guys before that, balling them. We just had Pat Bev, a whole bunch of nobody. D'Lo is the
When
only thing to close the best point guard we had in the last 15 years, hands down.
mm-hmm.
So doing that move, and again, I like D'Lo, and some shit I don't like about him. He's too, I don't know the word, sporadic for me. Yeah, he's
Inconsistent.
inconsistent.
He's streaky.
But I will say on his consistency, he ball out when he balls out. He's a former motherfucking all-star. We can see him put up numbers. Everywhere he went, he could put up
Yeah,
numbers,
that
but
nigga
he's
J.R.
not
Smith, nigga.
consistent. So, what other point guard that was out there for them to get? He opted in. That's just the NBA thing. Okay, he opted in. He had a chance to opt out, restructure his contract, whatever. But shit, if you know that you just a B-list guy, you're gonna take the money and run. I ain't mad at him. Is that Rob's fault? No, that's not Rob's fault. There's no other
So the
point guards really
Yes,
out there.
it is.
so
Yes,
the
it is.
Lakers
So
the
listen.
Lakers
I'm
are
gonna
just
How's
a
that not
victim
his
of their
fault?
look at
circumstance.
Rob. I mean, like I said, I tell the tape. I tell the pros and the cons. Also, look at what Rob done did since he been there.
He
Look at
ain't
what
done
Rob done did since he
shit.
been. He ain't got no ring.
Sean, how did he
He
get
ain't
the
got
ring?
no ring.
Wait a minute. Since we bring
Yeah.
it, that's what I'm saying. You bring LeBron in this
That's all
conversation.
on LeBron.
If
That's
if
why
it's
he
on
put the
LeBron,
haters on
that's
You
LeBron
LeBron's
too.
said
ring then.
Klay.
That's LeBron's ring then. That's what I'm saying.
Wearing a-
The only reason why he even wanted to come to LA was because of LeBron. Him and his boys got that man to LA and got him out of them Pelicans and brought him on over and got him a chick. Then
Yeah.
he said, "Oh, okay, well, Rob, I guess you know what you're doing, right?" They made that shit
What you
happen
mean? He
for
know what he
Rob.
doing?
But
And what-
since then, wait a minute. Since then, Brown been like, "All right, you got it. I trust y'all. After the championship, I'm gonna sign a 3-year deal or whatever, and I ain't got no opt-outs till like the 3rd year." Everybody was like, "Oh, LeBron never does this. This is great. He trusts in the organization." You trusted these niggas to do absolutely nothing. They ain't
What
brought
you mean?
nobody over there since then.
Okay, but what you mean by nothing though? Define nothing.
He ain't listen. I'm going by what you say the Lakers standard is. The Lakers standard is chips, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but what you
Oh,
mean by
okay.
doing nothing though?
Who did he bring in to help out AD and LeBron? That made a positive impact that resulted in wins on a consistent basis that you
But,
like, oh
okay,
man, he
so
a
you
virgin
going back to
all-star.
talking about LeBron. I thought we were talking about Rob. So if we talking
I'm
about LeBron,
I'm talking about Rob. What did Rob do to help out
Yeah,
LeBron
he's saying
and AD?
who Rob brought in.
Period. Who did Rob bring in to help out LeBron and AD that you felt like, yeah, this is gonna be the piece that he brought in? That was real smart. How he you know what I'm saying?
I like the Rui. I like having Rui. I even like the gamble on Russell Westbrook. To keep it a buck, you can't say you didn't like that shit either.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
Mhm.
What I said it didn't fit, but they did it anyway. And part of that is LeBron's fault. He gonna have to wear that shit. Them two niggas asked for that shit. That's the negative part that you said I don't be saying. He did that shit. He got to wear that too.
No.
Also,
What I'm saying is, in one breath, you act like LeBron's a GM, and then in the next breath, when I counteract to that, you saying some shit about him bringing people or whatever. Then you're like, well, that's Rob's fault. Like, brother, how in one breath you saying he a GM, and then the next breath he ain't when I go against it.
okay,
That's all I'm saying. Stay consistent.
Okay. Here goes the consistency part, and I've been saying I'm being consistent. So after he did the Russell Westbrook thing, right? The Lakers stopped listening to LeBron for the most part, right? They was like, "We gonna do our thing. We know what we doing," right? It's like the Lakers became like Sony when they had Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got this. We know what we doing. We don't need y'all.
He brought up Sony
Right?
versus Marvel.
Right? And they went and did their own thing, right? And they brought all these little pieces in, and they did their own thing, and the shit really didn't work.
So he lost you, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
if you don't know,
Sony owns Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Disney owns Marvel. Sony, every movie that Sony doesn't do with Marvel kind of sucks. Like, that's what it is. Like, the only Spider-Mans you think are good are the Spider-Mans. That Madam Web, the Venom and the Venom #2 and everything else they keep trying to put out, that's just Sony.
Even the
That's what he's trying to
Spider-Mans.
say.
Even the Spider-Mans. So the Spider-Mans that Marvel did made $1 billion. The ones that Sony did made a couple $100 million, but that ain't no billion. And that's basically what the Lakers are. They Sony acting like they know what they're doing, and you really don't. And that's the whole point of what I'm saying is this dude out here acting like he really know what he's doing, but he really don't. And everybody know it. He just ain't been fired yet because whatever y'all reasons are. I've been saying it for a long time. The nigga need to be out of there. Period, point blank.
To get back to the original point, the whole LeBron thing where LeBron saying, is it me? Of course, you want your whoever's at the forefront to do stuff like that. It's just it's what the superstars of the teams do. I mean, it's social media now, so that's just an act of that. But is it really him that's the reason that nobody came to the Lakers? No, the Lakers made their moves before a lot of people decided to make moves. And I feel like it's just the circumstance of what the team is in. It's gonna be tough to get a guard when you got a player like D'Lo, because he gonna shoot. That nigga gonna shoot. He don't care. He is gonna shoot because he feel like, hey, I'm that dude, and I'm gonna show you I'm that dude. He opted in. You signed back Max Christie, which I feel like was a bad move. You sign him back, so now ain't no guards really trying to come play there. If I'm Klay, I'm like, where do I fit in with that situation? And you still got Austin Reeves there.
LA was hard strapped when they gave away all their picks, bro.
Yeah,
they don't really have a lot of wiggle room, and they haven't had it for a few years. It's not just LeBron. It's not just like they made some bad moves. That Russell Westbrook cost them some picks. The AD cost them some picks. Like they had to give up a lot to get AD to do Russ, and like some of that other stuff, they were just grabbing at straws. Like, yeah, okay, so your guard play is bad, so you trade for D'Lo. D'Lo is also the same dude that's been traded like 3 times. You went from Golden State to the Nets to the Timberwolves. Like they just passing D'Lo around. Like you should have known what D'Lo was a while ago, but they had to get somebody. D'Lo shows up sometimes. They didn't have people that could carry it. They like LeBron can't carry it, so they bought some dudes that they thought might be able to help out and help LeBron carry it. And it turns out these dudes just can't do what they want. But they strapped from those moves. Those original moves really hurt them, bro. Like they have no assets, no cap. Like they have no real space to wiggle around with.
And
it just what it turned into.
To be real, your LeBron era is better than a lot of niggas' eras that we watch that made all these crazy moves. Look, nigga, the LA Clippers got nothing left from the Paul George trade, bro. They don't even got Paul George. So they have zero. They gave all of that shit to fucking OKC, including Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And now these niggas done turned that shit into the fucking #1 team in the West last year. And now these niggas is gonna be booty. And they still got to pay Kawhi.
And James Harden.
Bro, when y'all make moves like that,
y'all out here
does not work out. Sometimes you just end up strapped.
Like y'all had worked out though.
Go there if they really wanted Klay, and Klay was their main focus. Obviously, Klay didn't want to go play there. Maybe Klay see what everybody else see. Y'all ain't really that close to being.
My thing is, I think it's less he didn't want to go play there, and more he didn't choose them because that was one of the teams that he went to listen to. He went and listened to like 3 teams, bro, and one of them was the Lakers. So it wasn't like you wasn't in the running for this nigga. Shit, Dallas was just the niggas that won it. Shit, 30-something other teams didn't even get a shot at this nigga.
Right.
Y'all was one of the teams that he would have considered coming to. And like I said, it wasn't like y'all didn't offer him necessarily a good deal because they said y'all offered him more money than
Dallas.
The Mavericks did. And I feel like that just come down to fit at the end of the day.
In lifestyle, probably. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
And
Don't
then
get
this
mad
nigga
at
Klay
us.
could fuck around and go to that bitch and be booty.
Don't get mad
hope
at
he
us.
do.
Don't get.
He said, "Who Okie?"
You say he hope he do.
I mean, you never know. I'm just saying. You
Let's
know,
talk about somebody who did make some moves.
I definitely understand. It all started when D-Lo started like, hey, I'm gonna opt in. Hey, everybody knows that D-Lo is the neighborhood hoe. Ain't our fault that y'all decided to marry the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, everybody know. Hey, he good sometimes, and sometimes you just be like, hey, we should have just hit it and quit it. But y'all did. Y'all wiped him up, and now he like, hey, I'm a party for one more year.
He'll be a star on your team.
Nah, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. Sorry.
That's the problem.
Sorry.
He
Nice
looks
try.
like he would be good on a lot of teams, but when it count, D-Lo don't hold you down, bro, at all.
He's just not consistent. I like D-Lo, but he's just not consistent enough.
I fuck with you, D-Lo.
You
I mean,
got
I
no
like
choice.
him.
D-Lo.
He's
just
not consistent enough.
You don't have a choice, Sean, because
Exactly.
he said
Yeah,
you have to.
this the
You don't have a
separation.
choice.
This the separation year before the divorce right here. This nigga just gonna be out here freely, cha la 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 la, going for 30.
He definitely could care less how
Well,
the season
listen,
goes.
the
I'm
only thing
assuming
he
he would
can,
like to have a good season, but he
yes,
don't care about that, bro.
I'm about to say the only thing you can hope for is the fact that he in a contract year and he trying to get paid for real, and he gonna go all out, and
I
hopefully
will say
he
he
balls
did
out.
improve. He improved after the trade deadline shit.
Yeah,
Who knows, man? I might trade this nigga. Who made a good
yeah,
signing?
We might.
Who signed somebody good?
yeah.
What about
But
the Sixers?
as we know, Paul George. The original question. We can just move on from them Lakers. The original question is, who do you feel like did the best job in free agency, and what team is hurting the most after free agency is done? Paul George definitely went to the 76ers, and a lot of people have them. The Knicks made their moves by trading for an all-star.
Hey,
So they're, everybody is making moves out here. Everybody's making moves. Obviously the Clippers, they looking pretty bad because now you ain't got no Paul George and you lost him pretty much for nothing. So, which I don't understand how that happens. But who do y'all feel like has done the best, made the best move, and has improved their team the most through free agency, and who y'all feel like has, free agency has really hurt them?
it's the Knicks, nigga. It's the Knicks. What you talking about?
Ride for your boys,
That was
man.
great, but yeah.
Hey, hold up now.
I like the move.
Listen to what I'm saying. Go get the move. Now, hey, I'm a better version of the Pacers now. We running and gunning this thing, boy. We running and gunning this thing, and I got niggas that can put that thing in the bucket. I go get him, and then I re-sign a Nobi. That's big. Randall come back. You know what he gonna do? We're gonna be tough, man. We're gonna be tough. We running. We gonna have, aside from Boston, the best wings as far as a team.
I don't know about that one, bro.
Hey, bring them up. I'll let you know
Philadelphia,
how I feel.
Maxey and Paul George.
Not worried. Paul George 34.
He's more of a flunk.
And Maxie can score. Man, that nigga ain't locking nobody down. Man. He be getting pushed around.
Ooh, that's a lot to swallow. I don't know about that one.
That shit sound
I was
good,
with you until you said that. I was with you. I was on the boat.
bruh.
I ain't jumping out, but damn, boy, you said some shit right there.
It sound good, bro. It sound good.
You know,
I'm good, man. I got
right.
OG Anobi out there, man. Well, we playing defense on everybody, man. Playing
I
defense
agree.
on everybody.
I
I
agree.
just gotta be healthy. And I bet more on this nigga Embiid going down before one of my niggas going down again. and Paul George, because we just found out that Paul George has missed more time than Embiid has.
Which is true.
So
Which is true.
I'll take my chances for sure.
Well, see, the part that I feel like you're right on all of that stuff. I do like what the 76ers did because they got Embiid another scorer, and he doesn't need to, you don't need to create a shot for Paul George. Paul George can get his shot by himself, or he can get it in the flow of the offense. You know, he can come off a screen. And I feel like it's better. It makes Embiid much more dangerous because you can't just, okay, we're gonna double team him and make Maxey by itself. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really have a lot of score. You know, Thabo Cephalosha just not going, or whatever his name is,
Tobias Harris.
Tobias, yeah. I always think about Thabo Cephalosha when I see Tobias Harris. But Tobias ain't gonna be doing nothing like that. He ain't gonna be dropping 30 and 40 more consistently like you should be. So he is more of a, I'm gonna give you 15.
We're talking about Tobias is in Detroit.
Yeah,
I know, but when he was with Philadelphia,
he don't want to win, bro. He don't care.
I mean, obviously he wants to get paid. Yes, but the thing of it is with the 76ers having Paul George, I think it's going to help. Definitely take a lot of the load off of Embiid's shoulders. He was averaging 35. He can bring that down to 30, 28. He doesn't have to work as hard for his points because you got to guard Paul George. Now, Paul George gets hurt. You can have him carry it, but you don't want him to carry all of that load. So the move getting Paul George did make a lot of sense to me. And me personally, y'all know how I feel about Embiid. I think he's the best player in the NBA. When he's healthy, nobody's better than him. But I think that the 76ers did have the best free agency because, you know, they gained so much by getting Paul George. And, you know, Paul doesn't really have to be on top of his game defensively like that because you have a shot blocker back there. So if you get beat, Embiid can make up for that as well. So I love what the Knicks did too. I just feel like the size of it all with Paul George going to the 76ers is a better move. And I like what the 76ers did, man. I really do. I really like what the 76ers did. Now, as far as that team that got hurt, obviously the Clippers. I mean, I don't think anybody expects them to win a lot of games anymore. I mean, and they're going into the new arena. It's a $2 billion stadium that's opening up in August. Like, it looks amazing, but the Clippers is gonna be bad, bro. All you got is.
I'm gonna say the Warriors.
You gonna say the Warriors?
Yes. They lost. Hey, the Splash Brothers have been broken up. It's gonna make the field different next year, bro. And if y'all didn't know, they also lost James Wiseman.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be one of them pieces that you was like, oh yeah, it's gonna help. If he was supposed to be one of them guys that they was developing, yeah.
Oh, they traded him to Detroit, didn't they?
Yeah, he's been out there. He traded, but he just signed with Indiana a few hours ago. James Wiseman just signed with Indiana a few hours ago.
So now you got Steph. Man, you done gave Draymond that money.
Yeah.
So over with. I don't expect the Warriors to make the play-in.
Damn.
Well, the word on the street is that they're trying to go after Lauren Marketing pretty hard right now as far as the trade is concerned. But yeah, I don't blame you. It's just, I think them and the Clippers are pretty much almost in the same position, except for, you know, Steph don't get as hurt as often as Kawhi does. And we all know it's not if Kawhi gets hurt, it's when he does. So he does. Who you got, Sean? Who you feel like has done the best so far in free agency?
Actually, all of us whack. You know, in my boat, ain't nobody saying with me, so fuck everybody else. But as crazy as it might sound, I'm gonna go with Dallas. Cause them dudes throw up the ball so many times, and when I mean them dudes, Kyrie and Luca. Now they got a guy that might shoot that mug 10, 12 times, maybe 15, and he gonna average the same, probably give you the same amount of work as uh, Tim Hardaway Jr., but Klay gonna have some amazing nights. I'm hoping. It's just hypothetically. He might have some amazing nights where he carries the team. That's gonna be the difference between him and Tim. But I think the numbers will still be the same. I really like that because they did need somebody to shoot, but they also need a solid defender. I do believe Derrick Jones gone somewhere else, right? Where Derrick Jones go?
Gone.
Derrick Jones went
He went to the
to.
Clippers, I think.
I think he went to the
Yeah.
Clippers.
So they don't have no defender. I don't really understand that. I mean, Klay kind of, I ain't gonna say wash up defensively, but he ain't gonna be hey, you need to stop this guy.
He's not that Klay anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't
No.
that Klay, right? And for his biggest loser, I would have to go with what you said, Chris, with the Clippers. Just because they made a big, huge thing when they got the owner had to get rid of his team. Yeah, he had to get out of town. Then you got this new billionaire owner. He put all this money behind the team. He builds this stadium. He get these guys so high profile, and they just flop. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like they blowing it up when they should have. Honestly, in my opinion, they should have blew it up about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we knew that. We knew that after the bubble. Honestly,
Yeah, they should have. They should have blew it up.
It should have been over.
I think, and y'all say a lot of guys that don't want it. It's a lot of dudes on their team is really for themselves. I look at, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really see a lot of team concept coming out of LA. Tyronn Lue is a good coach. It's just hard to keep guys on the court because they not on the court. They just not healthy, man. So besides that, I think it was just a total meltdown. And then this summer, when one of your key pieces disappeared on you, I think it's like a wrap. I think now James Harden got that 70 mil just to throw it in the bank. Ain't none of these dudes really trying to win no chip. I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the lottery, bro.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much there at this point. I don't know. Who you got, Blair? Winners and losers of free agency so far.
I don't know, man. The Spurs.
Oh, but the Knicks did do some shit though.
The Chrissy Paul.
I don't really know, like, yeah, the Chris Paul.
I like that.
Antonio is big, bro. That's gonna help them a lot. Even if he don't play all season and he just do the veteran stuff, like I think he can help them like understand how to win in the league. Everything else is like it remains to be seen. They always talk about how great all these off-season pickups were. I feel like it's gonna be something smaller that they're not really talking about, which is gonna like impact the team more than some of these names. Like I'm sure Klay will help, but and Paul George gives you hope. But when has Embiid ever been healthy for a whole season, bro? I don't think he's ever made it through one in his whole career. So like everybody I think
last year, for the most part, last year.
But he got hurt in the playoffs, right?
No, I'm talking the year before when he won MVP.
Yeah, he still got hurt then too, bro.
Yeah, he still got hurt.
He gets hurt he's never made it through a whole season and the playoffs. So expecting him to do that at 30 is like, yeah, I don't see that happening. If that happens, then fantastic. Maybe we'll get a good run out of the 76ers. They'll finally make it past the second round. But until that happens, bro, like Paul George, 34. I don't know how great that's going to translate to the season. He had a pretty decent season, but he could also get hurt because Paul George get hurt. He gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Maxey seems to be pretty stable, but Paul George gets hurt. Embiid gets hurt. I just got to see it make it through. Some of them sound better than they are. Some of it is still you going off of a name that you can't expect certain amount of production. I don't know how much they want from Paul George, and he should help and make everything better. But again, if Embiid ain't gonna make it all the way through, none of that's gonna matter. You already know Paul George ain't carrying you through the playoffs. He ain't taking you to the top. He ain't getting you there. So it's rough. LA gonna look like LA. They pretty much gonna look like the team they drafted. They're gonna pick up some other dudes here or there. They don't have no money. The D'Lo thing really hurt them. Like D'Lo opting in really hurt them. And maybe they thought they could have traded him, but nobody wants to pay D'Lo. I assume nobody wants to pay D'Lo because maybe they'll try to trade him in season, get the contract off. Somebody wants to get rid of some money or something. But they're in a bind, bro. They like up against the second apron. Like they're in trouble. So I felt like the younger teams who add little pieces here or there, they probably have a better chance of doing something great. You know, you still got to think like you haven't heard anything about Memphis, but Ja's still coming back. Like you don't know, some small piece. They got a new center. You know what I mean? They drafted that center. So we'll see.
For Purdue.
Yeah. I just like I do like the Chris Paul thing, but I think that's gonna just help San Antonio if everything goes okay.
That was a sneaky good move. I like it I like Chris Paul with young teams because I think he shows them so much. Like just look at what he did, for OKC and how he helped them out, and then when he left, they just kept going up. Like I like him going to the Spurs. I think he can help out Wemby a lot, and a lot of their young players that they've drafted even before then in the first round, some of their first round picks. I think he can help out too, and I really 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 like that move. But we got to move on. Guys, we got to give the people what they want, which is our top 5 tight ends we feel going into next season. Next season, these will be the guys. I have my list here. I guess I'll start it off. I'll start from 5 to 1. Number 5, I understand it is a rookie, but I really, 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 really like this tight end. I got Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers, him, with Michael Mayer on the other side. I see what they're trying to do. It's going to be a 2 tight end offense. I like what they're doing. I think Brock Bowers is really, really going to do some great things with the Raiders. Number 4, I have Kyle Pitts for the Atlanta Falcons, man. I mean, I think he's due. He's due. I think they finally going to get him the ball. If not this year, I don't know when, because you paid him. Because they paid him like that. We know we ain't been getting you the ball, but we see what you got. You're working with something. But yeah, I got Kyle Pitts at number 4. Number 3, I got George Kittle, man. One of the best tight ends. I feel like these top 3 is pretty much interchangeable for the most part. Number 2, I have Mark Andrews for the Baltimore Ravens. He got hurt at the end of last year, but he just, he Mark Andrews. He get it done, bruh. I can't hate. I can't say he can't do this, can't do that, because he pretty much do it all too. I got Mark. And number 1, Travis. I mean, I can't not pick Travis number 1. I mean, nobody's proven that they can guard him at this point. And until somebody takes him out of a game, I'm still not gonna be like, I just cannot pick Travis Kelce to be the number 1 tight end in the NFL. I mean, he's him. What you gonna do? Blair, who'd you have in your top 5 tight ends
just Travis
this season?
Kelce and George Kittles.
That's
it. I like TJ Hawkinson, but that's because he's play for. But that's about it. Like, I don't know about the rest of these dudes, bro. I feel like tight ends are questionable. You hear about him. Kyle Pitts seems like he might, but he hasn't really done a whole lot. So, just those are about my. I know TJ's pretty decent. He gives you what you need, and Travis, and then George is pretty consistent. But everybody else, I don't know. I don't have top 5.
Yeah, I feel you. I did have an honorable mention. which is Jelani Woods, the tight end for the Colts. I really, really like Jelani Woods. I hopefully he's quarterback is healthy, because when the quarterback was healthy last year, he was targeting Jelani. So I like Jelani Woods. I see. Keep an eye out on him. Darius, who you got, man? Who you got in your top 5 tight ends going into next
Jelani
season?
Woods.
Top
Hey, man, I
5.
like him, man. I liked him in the draft too.
Mo Alley
Number
Cox is the
5.
best tight end on their team. But go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. At number 5, I almost had T.J. Hawkinson.
Mm.
I got Sam Laporta at
Mm.
number 5. I also have Kyle Pitts having a breakout year. I was having the better QB that he's probably gonna have in his career. So I got him at number 4. At number 3, I got Mark Andrews. He is Lamar Jackson's safety net. That is gonna happen all day, every day. And number 2, I got Travis Kelce.
He got
For the
fired you
same.
at 1.
Dirty. I got him at honorable mention.
Okay.
2, I got Travis Kelce for all the reasons that y'all probably got him number 1. At number 1, I got the person who has graded out better than him in the past 2 years, and that's George Kittle.
George Kittle. Blocking, man. That blocking.
Yeah, that nigga blocked his ass off.
Blocking, man. Yeah. It's part of
Honorable
playing tight
mention
end.
is definitely Pat Frymouth. Don't play. The boy gonna be healthy this year. He gonna be all right. I'll see what Brock Bowers does, but I think my other honorable mention that I wanted to mention was David Njoku. I feel like he gonna
Yeah.
this year. So Deshaun better use him. Joe Flacco showed him, hey, this your boy. So
Who you got?
All right, at 5, I got Kyle Pitts. 4, Andrews. Hop 3. Kittle 2. Kelsey 1. Honorable mention to go to. And Evan Ingram from the Jaguars. But
yeah,
I ain't got no third honorable mention. But I do think Gesicki for the Bengals is gonna be all right. With Firemute, I think he gonna ball out too. Man, it's gonna be some good tight ends this year, man. Man, Darren Waller, boy, that's a hard top 5 for that. That's pretty hard for me.
He retired.
He retired.
He retired.
He went on ahead and retired.
He did. He did.
Damn.
He did.
He was only in the league like 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Didn't he
7.
have the shit going on with the girl?
Oh, I don't know nothing
Yeah,
about
with his
that.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? Well, nah, fuck that. That's for something else. But all right.
I don't nobody know. But
Dang.
I know he made a diss song.
Did he?
he did. He did. He did. He really did. But guys, let's go wrap it up. We do have one thing. Brianna's trivia, but today is Chris's trivia.
Oh shit!
Really, bro?
That nigga about to cheat, y'all.
He definitely about to be trash.
So, Chris's trivia is I'm going to give the group questions, and you guys can answer them as a group. Okay? So,
Yeah.
these are all going to be all NFL questions, period, point blank. There's not going to be a lot of fluff with this. So the first question.
Ain't no time limit or none of that, right?
I will give you guys for this one. I think they're going to be relatively easy. So on the first one here, I'm going to give you guys, let's say, 2 minutes. 2 minutes to answer. All right.
Let's get it.
So there has been a lot of great NFL receivers, a lot of great receivers in NFL history. Name me the top 5 receivers with the most touchdowns. So who is the top 5 in all-time
Fitzgerald,
receiving touchdowns? Yes, Jerry Rice is 1.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss is 2.
Dude that played for the Raiders. He went to Notre Dame.
What'd you say, Darius?
Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens is 3.
Oh, damn. What is his name? He played for the Raiders. Damn, I can't think of his name right now.
Tim Brown?
Tim Brown.
Tim is not on here.
Chris Carter not on there? No, he had a lot of catches. He might not have a lot of touchdowns.
Chris Carter's number 4.
Megatron.
Nah.
Megatron is not on here.
Wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
It gotta be somebody old, man.
Torrey Hope.
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison is number 5.
There we go.
Larry
Let's
Fitzgerald
go,
was
man.
number 6, actually. Actually, if y'all can get this next one real quick, there are 2 tight ends in the top 10 of all-time touchdowns.
Tony Gonzalez.
Who are they? Tony Gonzalez is 1, and who is the other one? Antonio Gates.
Come on, man. Don't lose me.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
What else you got? What was that about the bonus?
Yeah, that was just something I threw out, just in case. But
okay.
All right, there's been a lot of great running backs in all-time history. So, who are the top 5 running backs in touchdowns?
And what?
In touchdowns, who leads in all-time touchdowns?
This is easy
in history.
Emmett.
Emmett is
1.
LT.
2.
Walter.
Number 5. Number 5.
Eric Dickerson.
No, Eric Dickerson is not on there.
Marshall Faulk.
Marshall Faulk is not on there.
Marcus Allen and AP, nigga. What's happening?
Yeah, them last 2.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, them last 2. That. Hey,
I was about
to
say Jim Brown.
I didn't think Jim Brown is number 6, which is nuts. He's even still that high. And John Riggins is on here. He had 104 touchdowns, which is crazy. Did not know that. Yeah. But y'all going? Yeah, that was all of them. That was y'all went through those pretty fast. I mean, what am I supposed to?
I do. Now see, that Monkey Ranch is that women's basketball shit, man. That shit tough.
Hey, man. Hey, understood.
Man, I think it's a game on right now.
It is. I think there is a game on right now. But yes, that's all I have for today, man. Unfortunately, Brianna couldn't make it tonight, but that's all right. But we out here, y'all. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care of yourself. Love on your peoples, because tomorrow's not promised. Until next week, y'all. Be safe. Deuce.
Peace.